What is going on, my friends? My name is Xaul and welcome back to my channel. Alrighty guys, this is vlog number 13. Unlucky 13 guys, but I wouldn't say this week was unlucky. In fact, I'd say it was pretty far from, because we had some really interesting stuff happen this week. We'll go through the recap like we always do in a second, but first off, I do want to say thank you to everybody who has joined this past week, because we have a number of new people, which is really nice. I'm so happy to have you guys. So to those who have subscribed to my channel within the past week, I just want to say thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me that you did, and I'm so happy to have you here. Hopefully you guys enjoy what I have, and hopefully you won't be too disappointed by the content that I put out. Alright, so speaking of my content, let's go ahead and take a look at what happened on this previous week. Starting Monday morning, early Monday morning, we had, of course, another live stream where we did some music. I labeled this one as no commentary because that's what it was at first, but actually it ended up being one of those streams where switched it halfway, that way I could converse with people, and honestly it ended up being a really fun, interesting stream in my opinion. In addition to that, we had episode 17 of House Flipper, and this time we actually started renovating our new home that we bought in the episode previous, so that's really awesome. I'm very happy that we were able to get around to doing that. Tuesday rolled around and we had not one, not two, but 3 uploads. Yeah, I know that's very unusual for me to have 3 uploads in one day, but on Tuesday we had the final episode of Neverending Nightmares, and this time around we took on the final ending, which we had yet to get, which was actually the good ending. In addition to this, we had Crash Bandicoot 4 episode number 6, and this time we got to play as Dingle Dial for the first time, so that was really awesome. Is it Dingle Dial or Dingo Dial? These are the important questions, my friends. But anyway, we got to play with him, and we got to use his abilities, which is really cool. He has this machine which allows him to pull boxes into him, and he can kind of glide around briefly using the same machine. And honestly, it was really interesting. And plus, we had one of the hardest levels yet. It was a fun adventure, though. We also had an announcement which occurred. And this announcement had to do with the game, which I played for the first time on Wednesday. And oh my god, when Wednesday happened, whoo boy. We had episode 1 of Mario Kart Live. And yes, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. That's the game I'm talking about. For those who don't know what this game is, I highly encourage you to go back and check out that episode I did. Because honestly, it was a lot of fun. Basically, you have a real-life Mario Kart, and using augmented reality, you race it around your own home. And honestly, it's the craziest thing ever, but it's super duper cool. So if you missed that episode, go check that one out. Really interesting, really fun experience, and honestly, I can't wait to do more of that because it was really cool. In addition to this, on Wednesday, we had episode 3 of Inmost, which is, if anybody doesn't know, that's the game I'm playing currently on Wednesdays for my horror game. And this time around, we got to learn more about the Keeper and see things through his eyes for a little while, and we learned that he had stolen a flower in order to help himself because he apparently can't grow one of his own. And if I'm talking gibberish, you'll just have to kind of watch the series to understand what the whole point of the flower is. But either way, I think it was a really interesting episode. It was good to actually learn more about him and learn exactly who this character is. Thursday rolled around and we had episode 6 of Raft, which, hence the name of the title, we actually made some progress. It's hard to believe, but we actually got a smelter. And this smelter, actually, believe it or not, was the main thing holding me back from being able to get anywhere in this game, because the smelter allows me to smelt down ingots and then research new items, which will then allow me to progress through the game and upgrade my tools. So yes, it was a very good episode in my opinion, because finally we're able to actually continue on and actually be able to get somewhere with this game. In addition to this, we had episode 8 of Unravel. This time around we had a nice interesting snow level. Well, I don't know if there was so much snow as there was frost and ice, but either way it was a really cool aesthetic. I really enjoyed it. We had a bunch of crows that we went up against, so that was kind of fun. Friday rolled around and we had the final episode of House Flipper. And oh man, I hate to say it, but it's time to put that series to rest. As much as I love House Flipper, as much as I love playing that game, there's only so much I can do in that game before it just starts becoming repetitive. And honestly, I think I'm ending it off on a good note. So if you missed that episode, I do give my final thoughts of the game, and basically the entire episode is a montage, so those who are interested in House Flipper, by all means go watch that video. I'm very happy that I played that game, and hopefully you have some enjoyment out of my final episode of the game for now. I will come back to it eventually, but final episode of the game of the main series of House Flipper. On Saturday, it was actually very late night Saturday, but we did post a video on Saturday, so if you missed it, a link will be in the description. But on Saturday, we had episode 7 of Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, and this time, we took on the ice world, which was really, really cool. Literally, because, you know, it's ice. But anyway, we got to play the first level that we played in the demo before, but we also got to move on with the world and check out what it has to offer, and one of the things it has is Polar. And in this episode, that's kind of what is highlighted. Polar, the bear, actually makes a return, and we're able to, just like in old times, riding down the mountain. It was really fun. So that is our weekend recap. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. It was a really interesting week, and honestly, I'm very happy with the videos I put out this week. I know that I say that every week, but this week in particular, because we actually made some progress in some of our long-running games that we've been playing. And we had some fun episodes of other ones, and we also had a couple of new series started this week as well. So I was very happy with that. So yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. Very happy that I was able to present these videos to you guys. Next week, I'm hoping for a very similar week as far as the content goes. There is a game that I was going to play on Saturday, however, it didn't exactly work out. It's actually a puzzle horror game, and it's a really interesting game, but the thing is, I'm kind of confused on how to get anywhere in that game. If I do decide to record it, you'll see it on Tuesday and Saturday alongside Crash. And hopefully I do, because I mean, it does seem like a really cool and interesting game. It's kind of within the vein of Little Nightmares. That's what it reminds me of, but hopefully I'll be able to play it. The game is called Dark, by the way. I guess there's no sense in hiding what the game is, but the game is called Dark. And it's a fun game, it seems to be, but I'm just really confused on how to progress. I can't get the hang of it, but hopefully I'll be able to do that once I am actually well rested and not trying to record it at 4 o'clock in the morning. But either way, I digress. It should be another interesting week, and I do plan on doing some more Mario Kart Live Tour next week as well, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, week 14 will be the last week of Spooktober, just keep that in mind. This doesn't mean that I'm going to drastically change the schedule afterward. However, a couple of the uploads will be going back down to 1 a week, but I do have some plans going into November, so just keep that in mind. It's not like I'm just going to end off Spooktober and then just all of a sudden, like, just go back to, like, the old ways and whatnot. Because I kind of like the way I'm uploading right now. But it's not going to be as frequent. You'll see. I'll announce it next week, so I guess I'll stop talking about it here. But either way, stay tuned for that. I think that's all the announcements that I have for this week. But either way, again, thank you everybody for watching, and also for those who commented. And as always, I do have some comments which I want to feature in today's video. My first featured comment this week is going to come from a new commenter posted on episode 17 of House Flipper, posted on Monday. And this is from It's Grizzly, and he says, "Interesting game. Is this like a more complex version of The Sims or something?" Not quite. House Flipper is literally a game where you go in, you redesign houses, you renovate houses, you do jobs for people, earn some money, then you buy the houses and you flip them. That's essentially all the game is, but there's actually a lot more to it than just that. Like, there's a lot of elements in this game which make it really interesting. For instance, like the ability to use flamethrowers and whatnot. But either way, it's a really good game for those who are looking for a relaxing experience and a game that you can just come home, chill, and kind of take some stress off. So I would recommend this game to anybody. It's a really fun game. And who knows, it might become one of your favorites. The second featured comment this week is going to come from episode 1 of Mario Kart Live, posted on Wednesday. And this is by Sketching Greyhound, and he says, "I'm imagining how I could sabotage people by throwing dog treats on the track to weaponize my dogs. Good luck, mate." I love this comment. That's absolutely hilarious. I don't have any pets myself, so I wouldn't have that problem, but honestly, if anybody were to do this, I'd want to watch that, because that would honestly be hilarious. I had to feature that comment because that's just too funny. And the third and final feature comment of the week is going to come from Unravel, episode 8, posted on Thursday. And this is going to be from Talkative Talks, and he says, "Great video. Unravel is great. I think the second has co-op. Yes, it does, my friend, it does. In fact, I will be playing the second game, spoiler, but I will be playing the second game once I am finished with the first one, because I've never seen it before myself. And it, believe it or not, actually has a really, really good reviews on Steam. So honestly, I'm very curious to see what it has to offer. I'm very interested. And I might play it with another person. It really just depends. Honestly, if anybody is up for like a collaboration or anything to do something like that, I'd be happy to talk to you about it, because it would be really interesting to be able to do this with someone else. But either way, yep, the second one does indeed have co-op. You can play either single player or multiplayer, and I can't wait to play it. Alright, and that is going to wrap up the comment section of today's vlog. I want to thank each and every one of you who left a comment on my videos within the past week. Just a reminder, if you want to have your comment featured in one of my videos, all you have to do is comment on any one of my videos. It doesn't have to be one of my more recent ones, but anyone will do. And I'm not saying that you are guaranteed to be featured. However, I will mention that if you are a newer commenter, you have a higher chance of being featured due to the fact that I like to have a variety of people comment on within the features in my video. But either way, if you don't get featured, don't be discouraged. I do acknowledge your comment in some way, shape, or form always anyway. Like, I'll either heart the comment or I will reply to it, either way. And yeah. Again, that's going to wrap up the comments feature. Because we do have some new subscribers on the channel, I do want to go ahead and explain basically how these vlogs work. And I know I seem to do this all the time, but I mean, maybe it's a good idea just to kind of reiterate just in case. But either way, I always start off the vlog with a weekend recap, then I have my announcements, which those segments of the video are already done. Then I feature some comments. And then after that, I do a channel spotlight, and the channel spotlight will feature any channel which you guys might want me to feature. And honestly, it could be anybody. It could be a big YouTuber, it could be a small one. I prefer to help out smaller people, but honestly, if I don't really find anybody that I can feature, then I might feature just a big one day. But either way, that's going to be the channel spotlight, and then in addition to that, I have a creative corner, which is going to be at the end. But either way, that's going to wrap up the announcements. Let's go ahead and move on to today's channel spotlight. Alrighty guys, welcome to today's channel spotlight. Today I'm going to be featuring the Realm 14, or as he prefers to be called, M14. And as you can see, he is another variety content creator, also a gamer, and he makes some pretty good content. This is definitely a channel worth checking out if you want to. First off, if you would, check out his banner art. I think it looks pretty cool. He's got a bunch of iconic gaming figures on here, including, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. Got some Mega Man action going on over here. Crash Bandicoot, right dead center. I like that. Nice Dead by Daylight symbol over here. And we also have the Splatoon characters, and unfortunately, I'm not sure who that is. Looks like someone from Fortnite. Sorry if I insulted anyone by not knowing who that is, but either way, pretty cool banner art. It looks really good. If you check out his videos, as you can see, we have a good amount of quality stuff. We have Dead by Daylight, and we also have some Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time going on here. Also, if we scroll down, we have some Fall Guys, which is really cool. Really nice to see that. And it looks like his content goes back for quite a while, so he's been doing this for a while. He's over 1,000 subscribers, which is really, really cool. Ooh, he even has some CTR going on here. Very, very nice, buddy. Very nice. Awesome channel if you're looking for another channel which is dedicated to live streaming. Not so much regular videos, but live streams. In fact, actually, at the time of recording this vlog, he's actually live right now doing another Dead by Daylight, so that's awesome. Act 92. Wow, that's incredible. Either way, a link to his channel will be in the description below if you want to check it out. By all means, I would recommend you do, because he's another really good YouTuber, and he does some really, really great content. So anybody looking for another great person to interact with, go join his channel. Again, M14 is what he prefers to be addressed as, but he is known as The Realm on YouTube, and go check him out. So that's going to wrap up today's channel spotlight. Let's go ahead and move right along to another creative corner. Alrighty, my friends, and welcome to yet another creative corner. I know this seems a little bit different than normal. We have some kind of gameplay going on in the backgrounds, and it's not a typical music creative corner as I normally would do. But there's a reason for that. Yes, it is going to be a music one, and it is going to be another one of my tracks. However, this is one of my older tracks. And my older tracks actually were created in a different program entirely, which is not compatible with the one I currently use. And yes, I do have the MIDI tracks for these particular songs, which I can use. However, importing them into MuseScore causes them to sound drastically different than what they sounded like before. So that is why generally, if I want to feature one of my older songs, which I have in the past, I have to redo the entire song. I know, it's kind of crazy, and that's just basically how it is, unfortunately. But either way, the one we're going to be featuring today is called Time of the Trumpets. It's one I made a good several years ago. And this song, it's one that I was actually very much proud of at the time, and I'm still pretty proud of it. Obviously, I've done some pretty better work up until this point, I think, because, I mean, I feel like I've been improving quite consistently since the old days when I was making music in the past. But either way, you'll find that it sounds a good deal different just due to the fact, yet again, this is an MP3 recording, and the program which I had used sounded much different than the one I use currently. So yeah, either way, again, it's called Time of the Trumpets. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm not sure if people actually really like my older stuff or not, because some of it is okay, some of it's kind of questionable, others are pretty decent. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoy. Without further ado, I present to you Time of the Trumpets.